Hey, how's it going? This is Joe Untel, and today I'm going to be unboxing 3 speakers from Edifier, all different price ranges, and I'm out of breath from trying to move all these. Alright, so first what we have here is the Edifier R1280T, and a lot of people have been asking me over the years, 2 years or so, asking me, please review some Edifier speakers. Finally, I've reached out to them. They said, okay, yeah, we'll send you some. Thank you to Edifier. Thank you for sending these out to me. As always, this is not a review, just an unboxing. That's for a future video. So here we go. Open these up. Take this off. So we got the styrofoam. Put that aside. You have your manual in here. And let me just go ahead and take out one. What? These are so tiny. These are tiny. All right, so let me take one out. These are tiny little speakers here. Just to show you what's in the box here. Manual, and it looks like a 3.5 to RCA, and looks like 2 of them. And a speaker cable to connect the 2 speakers. Cool. So you have one side that is your active speaker with a plate amp, and then the other one that's just the passive speaker. I think they also sell passive versions of some of their speakers, so maybe it's just this side. Cool. So these are very tiny. They're not too heavy. This is the one with a power cord. All right, so let me go ahead and take this off here. All right. These are extremely popular. These are extremely popular on Amazon, some of the top sellers. They get very good reviews, and I can just, looking at it, these are very inexpensive speakers. I think these were 99 bucks for the pair of, powered speakers. They have this gray grill and this faux wood finish that looks very good. This is like the type of veneer that you see on some of the higher end, not super high end that use real wood, but very nice veneer. Fake wood, but it has some texture to it. Let's take a look at what the speaker looks like here. There it is. So that looks like a 4-inch paper driver, front port. There's your IR. It doesn't have a remote, does it? And it looks like a 3/4 of an inch soft dome tweeter, right? A little thing to keep it from getting poked in. And that looks like a rubber surround there. All right, so there's that. Good looking little speaker. On the side here, you'll notice that it has tone controls. So you have volume, treble, and bass right there on the side. All right. And then here on the back, what you'll see is the speaker terminal to go to the other speaker. And then RCAs for PC or auxiliary. Okay, so that's why they have 2 pairs. And then your on and off switch. Very cool. So there's that. I'm sure the other one looks identical, except for it not having a plate amp on the back. So as you can tell, that's the only difference there. That's a cute little speaker. I'm kind of curious to see how these sound. All right, on to the next one. Yeah, there's that other one. All right, this is the passive one. And I just noticed, hold up a second. Not 99 bucks. How did they do this? 99 bucks comes with its own remote. Just volume and mute, but that's cool. Yeah, no wonder people like these. I get it. I get it. Very cool. Let me put these aside. And next up, these are some that I've been excited to try out for myself. And this box is significantly heavier than the previous box. And these are the Edifier S2000 Pros. Pop these open here. All right. Well, you know what? I should say something about the previous one. Here are some specs from the box. It says power output is 21 watts RMS times 2. Frequency response is 75 hertz to 18 kilohertz plus or minus 9 decibels. Okay, weird. All right. So base unit is 4-inch and 13 millimeter silk dome tweeter. All right. Maximum. Okay, so total is 42 watts RMS. Anything else on here? No, that's it. Okay, so S2000 Pro by Edifier. I've been excited to try these out for myself, and finally I get a chance to do so. Now, let's see here. Before we do that, let me kind of read some specs on the box here. All right, what do you say? This is a significantly heavier box than that previous one that I opened. Yeah. So it says features: active 2.0 bookshelf speakers with 124 watts RMS, 5.25 inch aluminum diaphragm drivers. Aluminum? Interesting. Planar diaphragm tweeters, Class D digital amp, electronic crossover, dynamic control based on DSP, listening presets, monitor, dynamic, classical, and vocal. And then you have volume, treble, and bass control on the back panel, IR remote, wooden side panel with matte black finish. And let's see, inputs, you have Bluetooth, CSR 4.0, SBC plus aptX, optical up to 124-bit, 192 kilohertz, SPDIF, PCM audio decoding, same for the coax, balance input also, and auxiliary RCA analog input. That's a lot of features. Right? Now this is more expensive. I believe this one is $399. And if I'm wrong, I'll correct it here. But there we go. So there's the box. There's the front. All right. Let's see what these are about. Oh, cool. On side here, they show a frequency response chart. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if I get the same kind of response. Okay, so it's showing the different responses based on the modes. Monitor mode, flat audio response. And showing here maybe around 40 to 50 hertz is where it starts to drop off. So pretty good bass response on this. We'll have to see. I'm excited. Now, Edifier also does have some matching stands that match these speakers. They look awesome. I didn't get those, but I might have to if these are awesome. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. All right, what do we have here? Okay, some kind of warranty. Lots of stuff in here. We have an optical cable. We have some batteries. Let's see who these batteries are made by. My favorite part. Come on. Ugh. These are AAA batteries made by Excel. All right, Excel. You have your user manual. You have a nice remote. This is like a full-size remote here. They're not playing around. So I can see here, Edifier looks like they're adding a lot of value, right? So this is a nice, hefty remote with a lot of different buttons here. Power, mute, optical, Bluetooth, coax, auxiliary, balance, monitor, the different EQ modes, and then volume up, down, left, play, pause, forward. Cool. Nice. All right. As far as cables here, what do we have? It looks like a, what is that? It looks like a 3.5 to RCA. Hold on a second. Let's see what this is. Okay, so 3.5 to RCA. That's typical. And then you have this one, which is, oh, just a straight up RCA. Got it. Okay, let me go ahead and put that aside. Okay, more stuff here. Wow. Now there's another box here. All right, so what's in here? I'm guessing grills. Grills, is that what you are? No. What is this? It looks like a, okay, I get it. So this is the cable that you use to connect from one to the other, and it's a hefty cable. And you'd think that you only need 2 connections because it's just plus and minus for the speaker, but I'm assuming that they're using all these pins so that the DSP works on both speakers equally. It's just my guess. I don't know. Anything else in here? No, that's it. Hefty cable. That's all I gotta say. Feels nice. There you go. You see that? How many pins are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pin. All right. Let me not get these mixed up here. So I'll put that back here. Now let's take a look at the actual speakers themselves. Take one out. These are heavy. Oh my goodness. These are hefty. Let me put this down for a second. All right, here we go. So here's the one with a power cord. Take a look at this. Go ahead and take this cloth off. Ooh. And first thing I notice on the very bottom, it has these like, this is crazy. That looks like metal. Feels like metal. And it has these rubber feet, but with metal around them. So it feels really, really more than you'd expect for this price. So these are $3.99, I believe. And the side, again, the veneer finish is very nice. Some of the nicest that I've seen, especially on speakers, powered speakers that are $3.99 for a pair. This is crazy. So there's that. There's that aluminum woofer. Let me go ahead and take off this grill here. All right, so these do use some pegs instead of magnets. All right, there's that, and there's that tweeter. There's to protect the tweeter, IR. All right, and then on the back here, let's take a look at this. What we have is, it says S2000Pro. You have your volume, your treble, bass. Okay, so cool. You have balanced inputs here. RCA analog inputs, optical, coax. So you can use this with a TV if you have a optical output on your TV. Very cool. So there's that one. Here's a size comparison between the 1280T and the S2000 Pro. Considerably bigger and heavier. You know what's surprising is typically the passive speaker is usually a lot lighter because it doesn't have to have those electronics, but this one's still heavy. Kind of curious as to why. Let's see. Same metal feet. I like that. I like that attention to detail. Yeah, there's nothing on the... I think it's the fact that this is like metal or something. I don't know. It feels like metal. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, these have some weight to them. Awesome job, Edifier. I'm hoping that these sound as good as they look, because they look awesome. This is how they look compared to the ELAC debut reference. So you can kind of see there. The debut reference still are bigger. They're using a 6.5-inch woofer. But yeah, you kind of get an idea there. All right. Last but not least, it's getting crazy up in here. It's getting crazy. The heaviest box of all. This is the Edifier S350DB. And I know why this is heavy, and it's because it has a subwoofer. So this is a satellite system, 2.1 channel. Cool. So let me read off some specs here. It says 150 watts RMS, 8-inch woofer, dynamic range control, wireless remote, DSP tone control, Bluetooth, optical input, coax, auxiliary input. Yeah, what else? 150. Okay, so I read that already. The power is 15 watts for the speakers. For the treble. Okay, so 15 watts per channel for the tweeter, 25 watts for the mid-range and bass on the bookshelf speakers. What else we have here? Frequency response for the sub is from 40 to 160, and then for the bookshelf from 160 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Oh, it says here that the subwoofer has 70 watts going to it. So it shows a frequency response chart here. We'll see if that's what I get in my room. There it is. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right. So once you open this up, you have your manual. Looks like the same one that was in the S2000 I just opened. And okay, so you have your power cable, and then you have that same connection to connect from one speaker to the other as the S2000Pro. You have your optical, and then you have that 3.5 to RCA connection there. This one does have a different remote though. So let me see here. This is like a roundish remote. Kind of interesting. Let's see this. All right. So what is that? How does this even work? Power. Interesting. Power, Bluetooth. Okay, so input selection on the outside, back, play, pause, forward, volume up, volume down. Interesting. Cool. Take this out. Let's take a look at these little speakers first. Okay. So this is the powered speaker here. Take that down. Okay. Like the others, you know, this has a faux wood veneer on this. It's not quite as nice as some of the others because it doesn't have a texture on there, but it still looks nice to me. This out of there. Wow. All right. So, wow. That looks like a 3-inch driver, and that looks like an aluminum dome tweeter with a mesh grill and a soft outside. Wow. I mean, that looks pretty good, right? That looks kind of awesome. On the side, let's see. So the dust cap also feels like it's some sort of aluminum. Yeah, you don't really have to worry about this getting pressed in because it's all protected, so it doesn't need a grill. You have your IR port right there. It says Edifier up on top. You have a very small, maybe a 1-inch port, and then the power coming out. Actually, no, that's not power. That looks like a serial port. Okay, we'll see how this all works out. So there's that. I'm gonna put this aside for a second. This one doesn't have any connections to it, so I'm assuming this is fully passive. Now I gotta bust out this subwoofer. 1 second. All right. Now we're down to the subwoofer. All right. All right, so it's a matching sub here. There's the bottom with those same feet as the S2000s that I liked. So it has a pretty nice sized port right here on the side. What is that? Maybe a 3-inch port? Something like that. Flared. And then there's your 8-inch woofer. Nice surround on there. Yeah. That thing looks pretty nice, right? Yeah. So this is the main amplifier, I'm guessing. This is where all the power for all the speakers are coming from this one plate amp. Yeah, so this goes to that one speaker. Yeah, you have your, okay, this goes to the other speaker, coax, optical, auxiliary, and PC, on and off switch, and your power connection. Just to give you an idea how the S350DB speakers compare in size to the 1280T, there you go. So enclosure size, a little bit smaller on the 350. So there you have it. That's my unboxing of 3 popular Edifier speakers. I'm gonna have to test these out and see which ones are right for what type of person and what type of use case. But yeah, all time for testing now. If you like the video, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.